know, one of the things that you know, most people think about throwing topwater baits is that, you know, it's just something that you do early in the morning or on cloudy days, you know, conditions like that. And there's no doubt that, you know, low light conditions are a great time to throw topwater baits. But, you know, especially when you got situations like this where the fish are really keying on bait, I throw topwater all day long. Bright sun, slick conditions, you know. I mean, one of the best times to throw it is in the middle of the day like this. So, you know, I'm going to be out here covering a lot of these flats and stuff looking for fish, and they're keying on shad. So a topwater is the most efficient presentation. You know, it's got great drawing power, and it'll pull fish up or pull fish, you know, 10 or 12 feet on these flats to come and bite it. My lure moved a pot of shad, and they went for the real thing instead of, there's more of them blowing up right there. I mean, they're up there in 6 inches of water. It's the only place the shad can get away from them. So the biggest thing when you got conditions like this is you can't let the fish get too good a look at the bait. So 2 ways to kind of combat that. One is the color of your bait. You want to have something that's fairly natural looking, and the other thing is keep it moving. You know, don't pause it and stop it. You know, you want to keep that bait moving. So right now I'm throwing this KVD Sexy Dawg because it's a walking stick bait and I can keep it moving. And when the fish is looking up at it, even though there's just a little ripple, it's hard for them to tell exactly what it is out there in the water. So, you know, they're going to be able to see a pot of bait right there. So they're going to be able to hear it, but they can't tell exactly what it is. And that's why a topwater like this is a really good bait all day long, even under these type of conditions. This is the time of year that you got to cover a lot of water. You know, I mean, it's a good time for topwater. Fish are eating shad. This is a brand new Straight King Sexy Dawg. This is a prototype. We've been catching a lot of fish on it because, you know, here on Kentucky Lake in the fall, they've drawn it down to win a pool, and you know, the lake's 4 or 5 feet low, and the bass are still on the main river. They've been pulling some water, so they're still on the mouths of these coves and pockets and things like this. And they're really focusing on shad. So you got to find the bait, and these little shallow bars like this, you know, they're pulling up on. And there's another one, little guy. There's some good fish mixed in. You'll catch all sizes kind of together. And you know where I caught that fish right there, it's not even, I mean, it's hardly a foot deep. You really almost can't throw anything else out there other than a topwater. So I try to get them out of there real fast so that you don't pull the whole school out off that flat. Take a long cast. That's why topwater is so good this time of year, because you got to have something that you can throw a long ways. I mean, you may be sitting here and they blow up, you know, 50 yards away, and if you can get a bait to them real quick, you know, you can catch those fish. So I'm running the hydro wave on a frenzy shad pattern, just trying to do anything I can to trigger these fish. You know, when you get around some where they're going to start blowing up.